Um, hello. Food Shops here. Hi. If you're watching this video, and you don't know what's going on, yeah, um, don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. So I started content creation, uh, April 20th. Well, not April 20th. It's beginning of May, and uh hello guys. If you're watching this, it means that I'm no longer on this channel, okay? Because I have quit content creation. Now, why is it that you wonder why like I quit content creation? Well, you see, I've been I mean, lots of people assume, you know, that there are uh there's like I went through too many, stress and hardships and etc. Right? However, that's not really the entire truth. Okay, it's not really the entire truth. So here, I just want to give the full context of why I am quitting content creation. Okay. Um, number one. All right. I have so just want to show you guys real quick. Okay. So there's this YouTuber named Queeman. So this is Queeman. Yeah, this guy does videos. Now back in November when the drama was still going on, I was like, to some degree, semi beefing with Queeman or full beefing, whatever, right? Um, yeah, it was I thought, I was kind of projecting onto Queeman, you know, um, yeah, well, I was, yeah, this is kind of hard to say, but I thought Queeman had a crush on me. I thought he had feelings for me. Um, yeah. However, turns out that I was actually projecting because I'm gonna be honest. I think I don't know why or how it happened or over time, but um, I I actually have feelings for Queeman. For Kui Kui. I think maybe it's because I've seen his little wiggler at the bottom a bit too much or something, but because it's so cute, I just instantly start thinking of like how cute it would be for me to be with him. Now, uh but the problem is obviously it's kind of like a, forbidden romance kind of scenario. Just mainly because, like even if I wanted to hit on Queeman, it would be risking it because, in the past, when I have DM'd Queeman only once, regarding some panel stuff, um, I have I didn't expect it to be leaked, you know, but now, like it kind of acts as a, you know, and like a fucking food shop's repellent because now I'm afraid that if I confess to Queeman my true feelings, that yeah, like he would make it as well. But if I like for example, if I were to go to our social blade, and this is part of the reason why, you know, I was so into him. But for example, let's see. Compare Wayman versus Food Shops. Yeah, let's compare. Let's compare. So here, this is Queeman, and this is me. You know, I've always had eyes on our social blade for quite some time. You know, because I feel as though because we, you know, we kind of, you know, started lifting off together. You know, it felt like a sign, right? Now we hit around 1,000 subs, I think, around the same time. You can see that here, our intersection. I hit 1,000 subs first, and then Queeman hit it afterwards. But then Queeman skyrocketed, and then it's just kind of took off from there, you know. And I feel as though that when Queeman skyrockets around here, that he is kind of, you know, it's masculine to take dominance over, you know, a YouTube channel who you know, kind of, you know, are like a-logging or something, you know. So the moment that it hit around, you know, 2K, I started to have even stronger feelings, you know, just mainly because it kinds of gives off some degree of numerical masculinity. Okay, a numerical masculinity. Just put it like that. And yeah, like it you know, if you kind of look at it, it kind of looks like a DNA shape, you know, which is part of why, you know, I thought it was fate, right? Now, I mean, I think at this point I kind of accept that, you know, Queeman and I will never be together. But yeah, I know there's something about, you know, there's something about that Jewish kid, you know, that still speaks out to me to this day, you know. Yeah. Sorry. And finally, another reason why, you know, I'm quitting content creation is because this person named Matt Pitt, all right, from Now Recording. Let's see if I can find it. So here, you can see Andrew Wilson say something along the lines of, then by this argument, you have blah, 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 right? And then, doesn't really matter, Laugh says, do you deem every disabled man less than? And Matt Pitt from Now Recording, the commentary community, okay, says, I'm less than a leg. Okay, and then I say, Matt Pitt, Laugh will not fuck you. And then Matt Pitt says, Food Shops, that 7,000-year-old dragon won't fuck you either. And I say 7,000-year-old dragons can consent. Laugh cannot. You know, I didn't think of it much at the time of this little exchange, right? But I realize now that that when I'm looking back on it, it just kind of, you know, like this just kind of hits really hard, you know, like I feel like my feelings have been really hurt by this one, and yeah, it's just like the fact that, you know, the fact that somebody on Now Recording could, like, when I saw this reply, I was like, man, what am I doing with my life? You know, what, like, on the internet beefing with these complete randos I'll never meet in person, right? Like, yeah, and you know, this really hurt my feelings. This really hurt my feelings. And worst of all, Matt Pitt actually goes out of his way to, you know, tweet this, and you know, I just thought, you know, that really hurts. You know, like kind of putting me on display. You can see it has 58 likes. You know, like just knowing out there that this many people dislike me, I thought that Matt Pitt owned me just kind of hurt, you know, like it just straight up hurt. It is what it is, right? And yeah, it's just, yeah, it's not cool. It's just not cool. Yeah, yeah. Also, you know, another thing is just, you know, I was thinking back to a call-in that I had regarding quitting content creation. You can see right here. So at some point Tipster tells me to quit content creation. Okay, so yeah, you don't need to know the full context, but you know, but you know, now looking back, there's another time in which you know, I have you know, talked about, you know, quitting content creation. So so I just want to go here. Let me see. There's this one person who called in. That's what I want to talk about. Let's see if I can find it. Oh God, why is it so hard to find? Jesus. Okay, here. Is that you know, at some point, you know, it seems like it was 2 months ago, you know, the caller came in, a caller came in and then, you know, told me to quit content creation. But you can see that I originally basically all you need to know really is that, you know, this guy just told me to quit content creation because I was getting, you know, I wasn't really getting anywhere, you know. And you know, I began to think back to this moment. I go, you know what, I think I'm gonna heed your advice. You know, I think I'm gonna go out there and get a real job because yeah, I don't know, it's just, I feel like I'm not cut out for this. You know, I'm a little too I don't know, I feel like I'm not built for this space. You know, like when people you know, kind of bully me and you know, talk shit about me and like with all the Matt Pitt stuff, like it seems as though like I'm getting all the things I don't want, right? Like people, you know, kind of going after me, but also I can't get the things I actually want, like, you know, Queenman's attention and, you know, love, right? So really, you know, I'm like, what's the point? What's the point, right? Um so listen. Queenman, if you're listening to this, Quee, please, I just want to be with you. All right, come over, and we can sort things out. Okay, I don't know. I know it's a bit too early to say this, but I love you. I love you, Quee. Let's actually make Quee shops happen. let's actually open the hours on Quichat. This this is kind of my last attempt at I guess going about this, because all of this is just a little, it's just a lot. It's just all a little too much. Okay, yeah, that's about it. And for the rest of the people in my crowd, thank you. Thank you for being there. And there is one thing left, okay? You know how people always say that, bring up my past drama. I realize now that there is some truth in that. I realize I'm not the person who is wrapping my legs around a kid, I realize that I am the kid. And I want Queenman to wrap his legs around okay, I've said too much. Okay, see ya. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm